Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see a couple of all-pro edge rushers from 2016. It's Khalil Mack and Vic Beasley.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Hurry up, here we go. Clean it up.
Four down.
No. Check. Patriot. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Green 39. Leopard. Watch it here, Barney.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch tight end.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
Operating from the gun. English. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Two times.
Hurry up, here we go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Now let's go.
Back to throw. English. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Double tight.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Looking to throw. English. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Let's go!
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it up and through.
Yeah, nice catch. Nice catch. Touchdown. Nice catch, Humphrey. Good job, Humphrey.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down.
Down. New Slater Raider 2.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bishop. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Tight end to the right. Move.
Down. 637.
Hey. 4 down.
This is Marshall.
Big edge.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Tight on the right.
Get down. Get down.
Hard to throw on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Von Miller. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Go Chief. 808. Down. 280.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Check.
Throw left side complete. It's Bishop. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And That is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Set! 3-19! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over! Here we go now!
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
He wasn't ready! He wasn't ready! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
To throw on 2nd down. English. And Cooks has it over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now let's go! 3-19! All right, now look at 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. English. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Check three. Now let's go. Green.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Set. We waiting.
And here's Marshall. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right around the 31. Give him 2 yards on that play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
Check down, 81. Monday, down.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Leopard. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Watch twist.
Throwing on 1st down. English. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Tyler Davison. Able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Off play action. English. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Carr now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
Get down.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Loose right, 5-man box. Get set.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Check.
Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this will be taken at the 13. Cooks flashing the footwork. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They go play action here on first down. Tech McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Down, 180.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
OP. Shit. 185.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On first down, English under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Tight end right. Now let's go.
To throw on second down, English. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Back to throw. English. Finding Gabriel complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now let's go.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
Key tight end.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. They'll run with Marshall. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
White Monday down. New strike 734. Get down.
Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On is the punter King to send it away. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right near the 27. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
24. Here we go now.
From the gun, English. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Detroit!
Bang, 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 bang.
Now that's hot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. English going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down.
4 down. Alert.
Now Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. Cooper's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Falcons now. Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. English. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Let's go!
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. English dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From midfield, here's Carr. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bishop. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Down! 180! White Monday!
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Express!
You go tight.
What's up?
Now Carr, gotta have this one. He's gonna wind up and air it out. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And here now come the Falcons. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
On 1st and 10, English swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. To throw on 2nd down. English. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Patriot!
Gabriel, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Down! Blue 80! You got 4. Raider 9! Blue 80!
And the tight end goes in motion left.
7, deuce right, Chief!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over, is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Tight end left. Tight end left.
They come out here in the line. On second down, Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Looking to throw. English into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
4 down. Check.
694. Yo, Chief. Check. Down. You want it,
Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Check 4. Let's go, D.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Strong right.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Man left. Hey, we got 3 down.
From the gun, Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our